Good evening and welcome to our special wrap of the Auto Expo's first day here at Greater Noida's India Expo Mart. The big news is, of course, around all the big unveils and the product launches that we've seen. Some that were expected to happen, some that were surprises, and some twists and turns with announcements from all the players. This is, of course, part of our comprehensive coverage of the Auto Expo that we're going to bring you right through this week on the NDTV network and on our website carandbike.com. Let's get started with the way the day started for us. The very first press conference and the first unveil came from the market leader Maruti Suzuki with the new Vitara Brezza. This is the sub 4 meter subcompact SUV that Maruti was expected to have actually launched into the market at the Expo, but it was just an unveil. We actually have the market launch coming up only in March. That's when we'll have prices. For now, the car comes in with a 1.3 litre diesel engine, but Maruti says that a petrol and even an automatic will follow later. It's the new Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza, certainly one of the most hot and anticipated products at the Auto Expo this year, and is offered in a whole lot of colors, lots of customization options, all that very new for Maruti. It will be sold through the entire dealer network, so it's not Nexa only like the Baleno or the S-Cross, and smartly done design, because when you look at the car, it doesn't look like a sub 4 meter product. It looks nice and ample, has all the SUV proportions you can think of, and also has 198 millimeter ground clearance, a 2500 millimeter wheelbase, which means pretty decent on cabin size as well. And then come around to the back and you will get to see that the styling here has been done almost in keeping with the Vitara family. So again, a nice hark back to the SUV, typical SUV styling that you see from Suzuki worldwide. The Vitara Brezza also has a reasonable boot, 328 liters, and that's going to be again a bit of a USP, because take a look at that. It's nice and ample, and I think a lot of buyers will like that. Pricing, well, we'll only know all that possibly sometime in March, the second half of March, because that's when the car will make its market debut. We'll only have the diesel at the start, like I said, and you will have a petrol and an automatic that comes later on in the year. The customization options, you can see the contrast two-tone roof on this one. There's also going to be stickers and decals and lots of options, all very new territory for Maruti Suzuki for sure. When it comes to the kind of volume potential you see, I'm not going to ask you how many are you going to sell every month, but because I'm sure you'll sell a lot.
I want to know.
But you do, obviously, you do see a lot.
Expectation there. But at least as far as we preparing a new model, we expect over the 5,000 per month. But I expecting this model for the more bigger number.
More than 5,000.
Yeah.
Maruti Suzuki is looking to enter a new segment there with the Vitara Brezza, and it's a new segment that Honda Motorcycle and Scooter India wants to create with its new product called the Navi. Navi, of course, is Hindi for new, and that's exactly what Honda is going after with this. Well, you want to call it a mini motorcycle or a new kind of bike. It's based on the Activa. It also shares the engine with the Activa, and which is why Honda believes that it will attract a whole wide variety of buyers. There are two reasons for it. One is the versatility. It says the product has on board, and which is why you'll have male and female buyers. And the second is the price tag. 39,500 rupees is fairly attractive. There are three versions of the Navi, if you will: the street, the adventure, and the off-road version, which means there's plenty of customization possible as well. Honda's rival TVS is also very active here at the Expo. Three new exciting concepts being shown by the two-wheeler maker. The N-Torque 210 is a 210cc touring scooter, so a nice big scooter and an ample engine there as well. We hope this makes it to production, though no commitment on that from TVS. The company recently launched the Apache 200 RTR 4V, and now we're getting to see its racing version as a concept called the X21. Again, there isn't a launch plan that TVS wants to announce on this. And then finally, the one that we've all been waiting for, more details emerging now on what will eventually end up being the BMW G310R. That's, remember, part of the partnership that TVS has with BMW, the shared platform bike, being shown here as a concept, the TVS Akula 310 race spec. It has a carbon fiber frame, but it's the naked version that will, of course, launch as that BMW production model.
All eyes are on the BMW, the bike that you're developing. This is the platform that you're building it on. Take us through in terms of what else can we expect and when can we expect that?
Short to the presentation, I mean, when close to the launch, I'll announce much more about that product. But at this point of time, please enjoy this concept. They are great.
A huge pavilion from the country's second largest car maker, Hyundai. We've had, of course, the market debut now of the Tucson SUV. It's a full-size SUV that will take on the Toyota Fortuner and the Ford Endeavour when it launches. Hyundai, of course, seeing a big gap for SUVs in its current portfolio. Between the Creta and the Santa Fe is where the Tucson will fit in, and you'll have several variants of that. And then following that, next year we'll probably get to see a production version of its concept car, which is currently just being termed the HND 14. It is a car that will take on the Ford EcoSport, the new Tata Nexon, and the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza.
Today we also unveiled the performance premium SUV, the Hyundai Tucson, which is the global product of ours, and we are fortunate to bring this product, right, and happy to bring this product to Indian market.
A lot of people are asking about it, I know, and there
Yes.
was already a knowledge that it's coming, and now that it's been unveiled here, you'll be inundated with when are you launching it questions. I mean, not just from us, but even from potential customers.
Yes, there has been an increased inquiry levels, right, at our dealerships, right, and also from the media friends, from the public at large, right, in terms of our websites, hits coming in terms of feedbacks, asking for the product.
So when
And
you
yes,
say this year, sooner or later, that's basically
this will
where
be
I'm
this
going.
year. I think surprise is part of Hyundai's DNA, right? Right.
Yes.
Nowhere in the media or anywhere there was a speculation or there was information that Hyundai would be bringing in another SUV, right? And that to Hyundai Tucson between the Creta as well as the Santa Fe. But we surprised the market. I think flexibility, right? Strong innovation is our DNA, and that's what exactly we would like to. Yes, what we have also observed is that below Creta, right, there is also a white space for an SUV, but that market is yet to mature in terms of volumes. What we believe is that that market would mature in couple of years. So for that, we have already brought in a concept car, HND 14, which is going to be the entry SUV or the small SUV. That will then fulfill the entire product range
So that
or
you'll
the
have
product
something,
requirement.
yeah.
So we will have what we call exactly is 4 SUVs, entry or small SUV, the HND 14, which is at the concept stage right now, followed by the Creta, then the Tucson, and then the Santa Fe. So 4 SUVs for the Indian market, in addition to the compact and the sedan products that we have, so that we can continue to sustain our leadership position by growing in the marketplace.
Now, besides all these fancy cars and bikes, we also get the chance to meet some interesting people always at the Auto Expo, and a whole lot of celebrities do drop in. We've had a few celebrity sightings today and managed to also get some FaceTime with Ranbir Kapoor when we had a Google Hangout with him. Right after that, I had the chance to speak with him, so here's a little excerpt of that chat. Take a look at that, take a short break and join us right after. Auto Expo time in Delhi, and it's also a time when we get to hang out with Ranbir Kapoor. Ranbir, thanks for speaking to us, and good to have you here at the Expo again. Nice to be back.
Absolutely, Sid. It's a wonderful platform, where companies from all over the world showcase their products, push the boundaries of innovation, see competition. Of course, this is my second year with Hero. Like I mentioned to you, it's like the Cannes Film Festival for a movie, especially for automobiles and motorcycles. So really glad and happy and proud to be here.
The kind of buzz around the brand that we've seen of late. We've done a Google Hangout now. Is it nice to be sort of part of that? You kind of catch that wave as well.
Absolutely, and I think we also did a really interesting innovation a couple of months back, me and all the bikes. So I think Hero always does that. It's not just about signing me as a brand ambassador and let's just shoot an ad film. It's all about really understanding what the company believes in, how they're doing it, especially the eco-friendly manner that they go about it, the new products. So yeah, and I think it's a great fit. It's something that I kind of can borrow and live my life by, their ideologies. So it's really cool.
One thing that caught a lot of people's attention, you work with all the brands, it always gets attention, but with some of the campaigns you've done with both Hero and even with Renault now, the Rahman song in that particular ad has really caught on. Is it nice to be recognized for that too?
Absolutely, to be honest, Sid, people know me more by my brand endorsements than my movies, because when they watch television it reaches such a large demographic of people, but when you see a movie it's only a particular kind of crowd goes and sees that film. But I remember especially my first 3 years, people knew me as this Pepsi role model more than my 2 films that I'd done in my career. So yes, certain brands like Hero, Pepsi, Renault, you know, they have such a large reach. So it really reaches you out to more people than even a movie.
Okay, quick word on your upcoming movies.
Well, I have Jagga Jasoos, which is going on since so many years. You keep asking me that. I keep saying the same thing. But it should be out in
Should be a fun movie
this
to
summer.
watch.
Yes, really looking forward to it. It's going to be a really exciting adventure film. I have Karan Johar's Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, which should be out in Diwali. And I have Ayan Mukherjee's superhero film and Raju Irani's biopic, Sanjay Dutt biopic.
Busy year.
Hopefully,
Like
would like it to be busy. You know, like we mentioned earlier, you know, hoping a lot of inspiration, happiness, and lots of work. You know, I mean, that's what really keeps us happy is when we're working. So I hope I can spend a lot of my year on set, you know, working on good projects with a lot of inspiration and a lot of happiness and peace of mind.
Inspiration, happiness, peace of mind. Wish you all of that in truckloads.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.